Hello viewers, in today's video we will learn about the concept of fire demand and fire flow. Okay, so the term fire demand in very simple way, it means the water required to extinguish or avoid or prevent fire, and it is basically used to protect life and property, and is required in high rate but for a short duration of time. So you can say that fire demand volume is very small but very high flow rate of water is required suddenly, or you can say instantaneously. Now you can see these are particular kind of formula that are used to compute fire demand. Okay, and usually the Q here is calculated in form of liters per minute. So the per capita demand is very less on an average basis, but the rate at which water is required is very large. But here you can see this Q is treated as a function of population, and that is square root of P. So here P is in thousands. It means whatever population is given, you have to divide by 1000. For example, the P is 50 lakhs, or you can say 50,000, so there the P will be 50. So whatever value is given, you have to take you have to divide by 1000. You don't have to put that very value of P. Okay, now there are certain formula like Cushing's, Freeman's, Boston. So all the formula looks very simple to use. The only difference is for the last formula, which is called National Board of Fire Underwriters formula, which is used for which is used when the population is less than 2 or equal to 2 million. Okay, and here the uh, provision of 54,600 liters per minute may be made with an extra additional provisions of 9100 to 36,400 liters per minute for a second fire. Okay, now the fire demand basically is taken care and means to avoid fire and control when it occurs, especially in cities, to preserve life and property. Okay, we already discussed about it, the rate will be higher and what are its concerns. Okay, now this is another term which means to ensure efficiency of firefighting, main tap to extinguish firefighting main tap must be 150 meters from each other for length of main water supply pipe. So there has to be a distance 150 meters. Okay, and the desirable to use a public pipe not less than 15 centimeter. So the fire hydrant pipe must be not less than 15 centimeter to ensure proper quenching of the fire. Now these are the factors affecting amount of water required for firefighting. So what is the minimum number of taps? What is the size of each hydrant? What is the number of fires? The fires are more. Now this is the formula required to calculate the fire flow. That the previous formula was to calculate the flow rate of the water. Now you can see here the unit, previously it was liters per minute and here is liters per second. So this is the required water flow rate for fire. Okay, and CF basically depends on the you can say this CF depicts for the coefficient of construction, and it depends on the type of building material. Okay, so CF for the wood frame is 1.5, you can see here, and ordinary is 1, non-combustible 0.8, and fire resistive is 0.6. It means more combustible to higher fire demand, and safer material lower fire demand. Okay, and A is the floor area. So and A basically means the total floor area excluding the basement. So there you don't have to add the basement. If in the question the basement area is given, don't include that. So if the area is given for first story, second story, third story, you will add them up, but don't add the basement area. So the larger building means more fire and more water needed. Okay, now with this formula we can deduce, or we can conclude, that the fire flow increases with building size, fire flow increases with combustibility, and the relationship with area is not square root, is square root but not linear. So Q is directly proportional to the square root of A. So it's not directly proportional to the linear. It's not linear relationship here. Okay, so if the area doubles, the fire flow does not double, it increases by the square root of A. Okay, now this is the distance of the hydrant. Okay, ordinary is 60 to 150. For the high value is lesser and the low risk area is more, and this is the if you can convert this particular value into liters per second also. Okay, so for the small and low buildings is lower, and large and high buildings is very high, and the valued residential building is very high, and for buildings which have like 3, 4, 5 floors, so they will be requiring more water. Okay, and this is in the duration of hour. So if you increase the duration of hour, you will be requiring more amount of water. Now this question is very simple. So you have to calculate the fire demand. Okay, for the single story building. So here you have been given the total area, and this is the wooden frame. So in the wooden frame, the CF value is 1.5 wooden frame. So you will just substitute the value of CF, and area is 1000, 10,000, and then you will be getting the value is 555. But as per the single story building, the fire value should not be more than 380 liters per second. Okay, now we have certain more questions. If this is the question, simple questions. Two towns have population of 90,000 and 3,60,000. So we will calculate the fire demand for each building by Cushing's formula. And Cushing's formula is what? 3182 square root of P into square root of P. Or you can write into P to the power on 0.5 or P to the power on by 2. So you will just substitute the value in terms of P will be 90, and then the second value will be 360. You have to divide, you have to keep the population in thousands, 1 upon 1000. So for the town A, the value is lesser, and the town B, the value is more. So it depends on the population. So Q is directly proportional to the square root of P here. Okay, now this one, these three questions are very simple. Okay, the area is given, CF is given, so you will just use the formula. Q is equal to 3.7 into C into square root of A. 3.7 into CF. CF is what? The coefficient of the building material. Okay, if it's a wooden frame or a combustible material, so just substitute the value and find out. So these are very, very simple questions. Okay, so these kind of questions may be asked when you are told to calculate the fire flow or the fire demand or the required amount of water, or you are told to find the value of CF, or you can be told to find the value of area. Okay, so just make sure about the values of CF, about the value of P, about the value of area. If the area, you have to add all the story buildings. You don't have to include, you have to exclude the basement area. This was all about the fire flow and fire demand.